Hey, Kuragane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
Come on, don't be like that. Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader? I don't even have cheeks.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a new hassle.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, so I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I don't have a face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people, who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
Yeah, except I don't have a tail right now.
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laphicet, you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavis and the Figal ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure!
Don't push yourself too hard now, Laphicet. You hear me?
I hear you. I told everyone I could find the Therions, but I've only sent us to the wrong places. Aizen, is there any way to boost Amalok's powers?
I guess it's okay for me to tell you this. The majority of Malachim today have their consciousnesses sealed away to be used as mere tools for the exorcists. But originally, Malachim were beings who received prayers from people, and in return bestowed their blessings upon nature and mankind.
So you're saying that when humans pray to Amalok, The Moloch receives great strength?
Yes. In general, at least. Some Malachim, like me, buck the system and bring about misfortune rather than divine grace.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But who would ever pray to me?
Maybe you didn't lead us to any Therians, Fee, but it's not like we came back empty-handed. We found orichalcum to use against Shigure, and we also learned we can hold our own against a dragon.
Velvet.
So where should we go next, Fee?
Northgand! There's a big Earth Pulse point north of Helivis!
Works for me. Eisen?
We can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter to me.
And I'm all set. Let's make our way to the harbor.
When I say prayers, I don't mean outright worshipping. All I'm talking about are earnest thoughts and feelings directed at you.
I see. So I'm already receiving prayers then.
Our next target is north of Helivis, near the Faldes ruins. In light of everything we know, I'd say it's highly likely we'll find a Therion there.
Let's hope!
Then we should make our first stop, Port Helivis.
With the, mischief we got into last time, getting into the city might prove difficult.
Benwick, how are things in Helivis right now?
That shipping guild that used to handle our mooring is pretty much toast, but for some reason, the Abbey isn't watching the port as much as they once were. Unfamiliar ships have been hauling in relief supplies, so if we pose as one of the transport ships, I think we can slip in. And if we divert some supplies to an unofficial channel, we might be able to secure a new mooring partner.
Smuggling in relief supplies for our own disaster. Cheeky bastards, aren't we?
It's what'll get us in.
That much is true. It's a plan.
Roger. I'll get right on it.
Hey, Eleanor. Abbey exorcists don't pray to their tethered Malachim, do they?
You mean something besides our oaths?
An oath is a magical formula that grants you power in exchange for binding you to a rule, right?
Yes, though that is simplifying it a bit.
When Malachim receive human prayers, they bestow their blessings upon people and nature. Eisen told me that we Malachim grow stronger when humans pray to us.
Prayers and blessings? I've never heard of that. I used to think the same way as the other exorcists. Malachim are merely tools that allow us the use of arts.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Inominat is different. The exorcists all worship him. They have faith in his mighty power. And not only that, the people of this nation pray to the Empyrean for salvation, just as Artorias instructs them.
Ah, I get it now.
See the wheels turning, do you, kiddo? Huh?
Artorias founded the Abbey within the existing Church of the Empyreans, so that he could direct the people's thoughts towards Inominat, so that even while they lionize Artorias as their savior, they are made aware of Inominat's presence behind him.
Everyone starts believing in Inominat. The prayers of the entire world go to him, becoming his power.
After the centuries-long decline of Empyrean worship, he becomes stronger than anyone today could imagine.
The pieces do fit. Oaths, prayers, blessings, the demon blight. So much in this world is affected by matters of the heart. They hold magical power, both effective and meddlesome.
We are truly going up against the rest of the entire world, aren't we?
Don't look so troubled, Eleanor. I'm gonna do my best to get stronger, so believe in me. I am a Moloch after all.
Oh, Laphicet, you've become so brave so quickly.
Have I?
But you're still cute when you get embarrassed.
Hey, why's your face so red?
Huh? My face isn't red.
Huh?
Hey, Eisen. What's it feel like to get a letter?
I don't feel anything, nor do I want or need to. There's no joy in receiving these things.
Huh? Why not?
Don't be so shocked. Look, it's just an invoice from the turtles. What's the big deal anyway? Do you wish you get letters too?
Yeah. But I don't have anyone to send letters to. Let alone anyone who would send me any.
Laphicet, I've got a letter for you.
What? Really? Who could it be from? The sender is... Bienfu?
Yup. You got a letter from yours truly. I figured you'd be wanting someone to send you a letter right about now, so I wrote one up for you. What do you think? You're happy, right?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bienfu.
I'll even read it for you. Dear Moloch Laphicet, I hope that this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Thankfully, I'm doing well myself, with no major changes to report.
Bienfu's taking all this so seriously. It's so rare to actually see him like this.
As you're aware, I've been spending my days ironing Magilou's outfits, sewing her buttons, and washing her hat and tremendously long socks. Recently, however, I made the mistake of remarking to her that she might not have been quite as slender as she once was in her younger years. She hung me upside down from the roof in the middle of the cold. I nearly became a frozen Normansicle. It was so horrible that I couldn't stop my tears from flowing down my little cheeks.
There's the Bienfu we know and love.
But all you wrote about in that letter was yourself, and you even read it out loud yourself.
That's okay. Thanks, Bienfu. It feels nice to get a letter.
That's so kind of you to say. I think I might cry again.
We've loaded everything bound for Helaviz. With that much trade, I doubt anyone will suspect us.
Any idea who can give us cover for docking?
Not anyone in particular, but recently the power and influence of the Helaviz Fishermen's Guild has caught my eye.
The Fishermen's Guild, huh? Let's bring them some extra relief supplies. Fuel, drink. And as for the drink...
12-year-old amber draft. The sailors of Helaviz have an eye for the stuff.
You heard that from Dial, I take it. He's got a sharp eye.
He took a bottle in payments, but I say we turn a blind eye to it. We thought we were the best at this kind of thing, but having him around has been a real eye-opener.
Okay, but tell him if he takes a second, he'll pay for it. Eye for an eye.
Aye. I'll keep an eye on him so that he doesn't sneak off with another bottle.
The supplies are loaded. We can make for Helaviz whenever you want.
That was fast.
If we weren't hard workers, we wouldn't be sailors.
Eleanor! Oh, what's wrong, Kamoana?
She said she had a dream about her mom.
When Mommy saw me, she said I looked scary.
that she didn't want a scary little girl like me.
Your mother would never say that, sweetheart.
But how can you be sure?
Well, how do I put it? I know because I know.
You're just lying to make me feel better.
Aw, Kamawana, don't cry.
Oh, this is the part I hate about little kids.
I'm not a little kid! I hate you, Velvet! I hate you!
That's right, let it all out.
Stop it! Stop it! Mommy! I saw my mommy! She didn't want me!
She managed to cry herself to sleep.
They're not rational creatures. Sometimes you just gotta let them cry it out.
You seem used to it.
I guess you could say that. Luffy usually kept himself together when he was younger. But when he was really little, he had times like this every now and then. And on that note, let's take off all we can.
My liege, Dial, I leave Kamoana in your care.
I'll do what I can, but kids as sweet and honest as her are harder to deal with than corrupt bureaucrats.
An outlaw prince and a talking lizard are no replacement for a mother.
I do hope Kamoana isn't crying anymore.
Yeah.
Shush.
How long is it going to be before you send in another exorcist to replace Lady Teresa?
With these demons clamoring at our gates, none of us feel safe anymore.
You have our deepest sympathies, but we were sent here on a different mission.
That's what the last exorcist who came here said before leaving for the north. What could be up there that's worth all that attention?
Surely we're not all being punished by the Abbey for what happened with Medissa, are we?
That is not the case. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to attend to.
So the exorcists are just passing through town and heading straight north. Odd.
Ever since the Calamity showed up, everything's just gone to pot, I say.
Calamity? What do you mean?
I mean the demon who barged in and made a mess of our fair city. She's a nasty creature of pure evil, with an arm that eats anything that gets in her way.
Haven't you heard of her? The Calamity's been rampaging across the whole kingdom, not just here. Scant few have seen her and survived.
Huh. You don't say.
After the Calamity raised our ships and our port, the shipping guild fell apart, and our trade routes got poached by other ports. It's bad. The town relies on trade to make ends meet.
People are abandoning the city, and our streets are no longer safe. Not to mention the demon blight spreading again. Just the other day, a little kid turned into a demon. Just like that. What a world! What a world!
What have the exorcists been doing during all of this?
Well, Lady Teresa was in charge of this region, but she came up short against the Calamity and got a fat demotion for her troubles. Several new exorcists have been reassigned here, but once they arrive, they all traipse right off to the ruins up north.
This has to be Medissa's fault. If she hadn't gone and done something so stupid...
Medissa?
That's enough. This isn't something for outsiders to know.
You're right. Sorry. I'm really worried about what's going to come of this town.
It sounds like Helivis isn't what it used to be these days.
We need to ask around and find out more about what's going on here.
Agreed. Especially regarding the Abbey and those ruins. I'm also curious about this Medissa woman.
The ruins part makes sense, since the Earth Pulse point might be there. But why do you care who Medissa is?
Just a hunch. Something tells me she's worth looking into.
You're not gonna look into this Calamity chick? She sounds like a real terror.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. I already know plenty about what makes her tick.
Are you all right, Madame Eleanor? Don't let those people get you down.
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. But could you not do that thing where you blow air on me to dry my tears?
All right, I'll just pat your head then.
That won't be necessary either. But really, things are in a terrible state.
The town burned, the guild ruined, the Abbey all but gone. It won't be a functioning port for some time.
You can't fault them for being upset. They had it real good here until we came along. Those Helivesians were like spoiled children.
How so?
Helivis was once a tiny fishing village. The bountiful northern seas provided plenty enough fish to sustain their trade. But Flamestone gave them an easy way to get rich. And once they got a taste, they abandoned their old craft.
And now they're paying the price. But I've heard that the cooling temperature has covered half the northern sea in ice drift, making fishing much more difficult.
But the drifting ice carries tiny organisms, enriching the waters where it melts. The fish should be more plentiful than ever.
I suppose you may have a point.
We're ones to talk after what we did, but taking the easy path, then complaining as soon as it gets hard, that seems...
Spoiled, yes.
You said it, Laphicet.
I think my appetite's getting a little overindulgent, too.
That's not a bad thing. Just means you're healthy.
Giant squid come to these waters in this season. Should I ask Benwick to fish some up?
Yeah, and some normal octopuses, too. This calamity is... us, isn't it?
Well, we've been waging war with the Abbey everywhere we go, and now we're about to take it to a new level.
If we pull the next Therion off of the Earth Pulse point, it'll likely be Kamoana's village all over again.
The same devastation?
Ooh, I wonder if there's something worse than Calamity that they can call us.
This is no laughing matter.
People turn into demons in part due to their own malevolence. It's not like they're entirely innocent. But if there's someone out there who's being forced to act as Inominat's mouth, like Kamoana was, isn't saving them the right thing to do?
I cannot argue with that, but...
You don't have to worry. I'm the one who will devour the barrier. And I'm the one who will do what needs to be done. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I'm busy. Try someone else.
Excuse me. My name is Eleanor, and I'm an exorcist on patrol with the Abbey. I was wondering if I could solicit your honest opinion about how this town is being run.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an exorcist with you. Yes, please tell the Abbey we want Lady Teresa back. Her governance was strict, it's true, but at least we could live in safety. Now, all the exorcists run off to the Faldi's ruins and leave us here in the lurch. They value some dusty, faraway ruins over the lives of the good, hardworking citizens here. It's just wrong. We've always been cooperative with the Abbey's demands, and now this is what we get in return.
I see. The Abbey appreciates your, candor. I'll pass your comments on to my superiors.
First it was the sailors, and then even a small girl caught the demon blight. I was sure it was going to start spreading through this town as well, but then, after that incident, it just went poof and disappeared. I guess I was expecting a little more after hearing how contagious it was. I wonder what really causes it.
Who knows?
I heard of this one village in Eastgand where everyone caught it at once. It wiped out the entire town. I hope the Abbey develops a cure quickly. I can't wait for the day where we can live without fear.
Scout.
Poor Medissa.
Are you a friend of hers?
Yeah, she used to live just down the road from me. Medissa raised her daughter Diana all on her own. And then they up and murdered the girl.
Murdered? By whom?
The exorcists. Once Diana caught the demon blight, the damned Abbey exterminated her like a rat.
How cruel.
I felt just terrible, but I suppose there wasn't much else to be done with her. But Medissa, she hated the Abbey for what they'd done, so she barricaded herself inside the sanctuary. She just kept on screaming, all like, demons have feelings too.
What happened after that?
I wouldn't have been surprised to see her executed, but luckily, she was spared that much. An exorcist stopped the guard who was about to cut her down, said, "Don't kill her, she's receptive."
Receptive, huh?
I think that's their way of referring to her deep faith. Before all this, she was a real devout lady.
That was certainly kind of them.
Medissa really cherished her daughter. Can't much blame her for blowing up like that. But the Abbey, they don't care so much about feelings. Reason is all that matters to them. They don't take kindly to people disrupting their order.
If you go north from Hellebes, you'll come upon the Thaldes ruins, which are Abbey property. Mainly, it's used as a checkpoint for hauling ore that's extracted out of Mount Killerhouse. But between you and me, I hear the Abbey also uses it as a prison camp.
A prison camp? Are they capturing demons?
Heavens no! The demons they kill on sight. No, these prisoners are human criminals. Not long ago, this woman killed someone and locked herself up in the sanctuary. I hear she got hauled off to the camp.
Why do you think the Abbey would use the ruins for a prison camp?
Who knows? Maybe they need a place to deal out their harshest punishments. The Abbey's not known to be forgiving after all. But these are just nasty rumors I heard. Of course, I don't believe a word of it.
I can't believe the demon blight has spread into the city now.
Scary times.
Well, the one who caught it was a little girl, so they were able to deal with her before anything bad happened. But the problem was that the demon girl's mother tried to hide her.
That's only human nature.
These are dangerous times. We dare not let our emotions control us. One person's selfishness could endanger the entire community.
Oh, right.
Thankfully, an upstanding citizen noticed something suspicious and reported the child to the Abbey, but the mother went mad and killed him in retribution. And what makes it all the more lurid is, I heard the man she killed was a fellow she was actually thinking about marrying. The daughter had been dead set against her mother remarrying. You can taste the irony.
That's horrible.
She had it coming. If there's anything worse than demons, it's people who can't control themselves.
So, Diana was a girl-turned-demon who was killed by an exorcist. And her mother Medissa hated the Abbey for it. And the Abbey is using the Faldi's ruins up north as a prison camp.
It's a lot like what happened to Kamawana, isn't it?
It's natural for a mother to love her own child. To make that a crime.
What I'm curious about is the use of the word receptive to describe Medissa.
So long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therion shall be forever reborn. If our interpretation of that ancient book is right, it likely means she's receptive to Innominat's power.
Meaning they brought Medissa to those ruins where there's an Earth Pulse point, and then they made her into a Therion.
That would certainly put all the pieces together, yep. Plus, if this Therion the Abbey created already hates them, that's all the better for us.
Yeah, I imagine she'd be willing to work with us. Although, it sounds almost too easy. Did I jinx it? I just jinxed it, didn't I?
Probably, but we won't find out until we try.
True. Let's head for the ruins.
And don't worry, you totally jinxed it.
The Faldi's ruins are north of Helives.
The Earth Pulse point is to the north, too. Probably in the very same place.
Helives is different now, isn't it?
Maybe, but you've changed too.
True. When I first met all of you, I never could have imagined I would go on such a journey.
I could barely even think then. But then Velvet let me keep this compass. And Eisen and Rokuro taught me to be myself.
They certainly did.
And look at Dial. He's a regular part of the Von Altia's crew now.
Even Restless Bienfu and Grimoire are now part of our merry band.
Yep!
Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, and the prince and his hawk, and Korogane and Kamawana are with us.
Listen, I've got more part in this tale than any of them.
Hush. Whatever I'd say, you'd say it doesn't matter to you.
At last you begin to understand me. Magicazam!
Achoo! I didn't think Northgand would be this cold.
But Northgand was Teresa's territory. Wouldn't you have been here with her?
I think having my awareness controlled meant my senses were dulled as well.
I see. But the cold doesn't seem to be bothering Eisen at all. In fact, everyone else seems comfortable here.
If you shiver at these temperatures, you'll never make it on the high seas.
In my youth, I practiced the blade under the blazing sun and through raging blizzards. Besides, when I turned into a demon, extreme temperatures ceased to affect me.
The same thing happened to me. I used to hate winter. So that's some good luck.
But what of yourself? You seem to be handling it just fine.
I'm freezing, actually. I don't know how you stand it.
I loathe the cold more than anything. That's why I've armed myself with a secret weapon. I've stuck thin, yet powerful, Cuckoo brand hand warmers all over myself. I even packed them in my shoes.
Really? That sounds amazing.
I'm willing to share, if you act like a dove.
What?
Go cuckoo, like a dove.
Please share your cuckoo warmers with me. Cuckoo.
You're no Velvet, that's for sure.
Look, no guards. I think it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'd say good. We can march straight in. I'll end this quickly.
Grounding strike! Gotcha! Take that! Twin whip! Die! Finish! You're defenseless!
You're wide open! No escape!
Deception!
Deception! Up! Double haze! Hold up! You're wide open! Dead yet.
Spirit's release! The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos bloom!
I wish I had power like that.
Don't get overconfident.
Gotcha! Dark and light! Gotcha!
No escape!
Gotcha!
Die!
Gotcha!
Hurricane! Let's go!
Void fire! Twin whip!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Air
track! No escape! Killing flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder!
Gaze upon my fiery mirror! Gotcha!
Next!
Gaze upon my fiery mirror!
Hurricane! On the pusher! No escape!
Gotcha! Rising Falcon!
Jade Way! You're wide open! This is the Reaper's power!
Gotcha! Rising Falcon!
Victory is ours. On to battle!
Twin whip! Moonlight Cycle! I'll help you! Twin whip! Moonlight
Shooting
Cycle!
star! No escape! Double haze! You're wide open! That's all, huh?
Take that! Devour! Twin whip!
You're wide open!
Moonlight Cycle!
That's all, huh? You're wide open! Die or be killed!
Devour!
Hey, is everyone all...
There sure are a lot of Malakim posted here.
They're probably here to protect the Therion, right?
One would assume.
The exorcist controlling them can't be far then. Be careful.
Don't get overconfident.
Grounding strike! Dark and take that! Devour! Gotcha! You're defenseless! Zero impact! Gotcha! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Carved into flesh! Lethal pain! I'll take that! Devour!
See this? Eat it!
Clear up!
Pour forward!
Devour!
No escape!
Fire!
Hey, is everyone all right?
I won't run away! Grounding strike!
Hurricane! Pusher!
Soaring dragon! Take that! Devour! Hurricane! Soaring dragon! Finish! Lock and Raven!
Hawkeye's like beguile!
Crushing
Illusory veil!
Grounding! Shield! Grounding strike!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Grounding strike! Dark and light! Soaring dragon!
Shooting star!
Gaze upon my fiery
Crusher!
mirror!
You're wide open! Die or be killed! Double haze!
Take that!
You're wide open! Double haze! Die or be killed!
Soaring
That's
dragon!
all, huh?
Finish! Lock and Raven!
Double haze! Flash step!
Grounding strike! Got crushing soaring dragon!
For one! You're wide open!
You don't want to make me angry.
Looks like you want to die. No escape!
Soaring dragon!
Watch out! Blade double haze!
Soaring dragon!
How's that?
Come Tornado Threat!
Dead yet?
Slowly by Quagmire ability! Soaring Dragon!
See this? You're wide open! See this? That's all.
Devour!
Double hit!
Dragon!
Game away! Let's go! Let's go! You're wide open!
Hey, is everyone all right?
I won't run away! Grounding Strike! Crushing Weight!
Let's go!
Grounding Strike! I'll help you!
You're wide open!
Grounding Strike!
Wing Light!
Soaring Dragon!
You're wide open! This is the Reaper's power! How's this? Wide open! Burn!
That all you got! Soaring Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent!
I'll stop you! You're wide open!
No escape!
Strike! Victory is out! You'll be rust on my blade!
Grounding Strike! Soaring Dragon!
Let's go! See this?
Crusher!
Over Crusher! See this?
Twin Whip! Moonlight Strike! Slowly by Quagmire Attack!
Blades of Twin Slice them!
Finish! Lunar Serpent!
Die!
Killing Flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form Zero! Thunder!
One down!
Dark
Sky! Hostile! Tail!
Twin Whip!
You're finished!
I was just getting warmed up.
These ruins. This feels like a sad place.
Sad? In what way?
Sorrow permeates this place. As if left behind by people who suffered torment and death. I guess that's a weird impression to get by just looking at some ruins, huh?
I'd trust my feelings if I were you. They'll often lead you to the truth of things. Besides, what you're feeling would explain a thing or two about these ruins.
It would?
Rather than attempting to impress visitors with beauty and opulence, the building and its passageways were built with strength and stability in mind. And that means...
They were anticipating volcanic earthquakes. And they expected that someone might turn violent in these passageways.
Not a bad observation. And what would bring such savage people to these halls? Surely they weren't just passing through.
Then this passage must have led to somewhere. Some room or structure deeper within. A prison for the worst criminals. Or maybe a battle arena.
And that's what gave you a sense of sadness.
If it was an arena, then treasure for the victors might be hidden away somewhere.
Why would it be hidden?
Well, those fighter types might not have been all that nice. And the people who built this place seem to have been the cautious type.
Hidden treasure, huh? Where do you think,
Save your speculation for another day, you two. We have a Therion to find.
Right. Sorry.
So, about that treasure.
Eisen!
Ugh. We'll talk about this later, Laphicet.
All right.
Looks like you want to die.
Twin Whip!
How's that?
Die!
Hold up!
Got you! Down!
Pummel! Windland!
Twin Whip! Moonlight Cycle!
No escape! Sky's like beguile! Illusory veil!
Down!
Too slow! Tremble! Double step! No escape! Die!
Finish!
You're wide open! Tremble! Flash down! How's that?
That all you got? Grounding Strike! Kaleido Strike! Soaring Dragon! I'll help you!
Pummel! Windland!
Void Mire! Grounding Strike! How's that? Stop you! Soaring Dragon! Dark and light!
Deception! Die! Deception!
Eat it! Guts! Let's Soaring Dragon!
You're just lucky I made it quick.
On to battle!
Grounding strike! Gaze upon my fiery Soaring Dragon!
No
Double
escape!
hit! Take that! Devour!
How's that?
Soaring Dragon!
See this? You're wide open!
Finish!
Die! Hurricane! Tremble! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! This is the Reaper's power. How's that? Let's go!
Soaring Dragon!
It's a wide open! Die of Who wants some this?
Grounding strike!
Fertile blue!
Soaring
Eat up!
Dragon!
You're wide open!
Hey, is everyone all right?
You're fighting the Reaper!
Soaring Dragon!
Hold up!
Take that! Devour! No mercy!
Wounds that won't heal. Carved into flesh.
Lethal pain! Clear up!
Die!
Soaring Dragon!
You're wide open!
Devour!
Bubble!
Soaring Dragon!
Hurricane! Hurricane!
Lunar Serpent!
That all you got?
See this? See this?
Take that! Devour!
Bubble! Double haze!
Soaring
Double
Dragon!
haze!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
Here I come.
Grounding strike! Dark and light! Soaring Dragon!
Armor crush! Die!
Grounding strike!
Let's go! Let's go!
Soaring Dragon!
Caught you! Hold up! Die!
Grounding
See
strike!
this? Deception! Don't land! See this? You're wide open!
Gaze
Die or
upon
be
grounding
killed!
strike! Got you!
Die!
Soaring Dragon!
Who wants some next?
Take that! Devour!
Let's go! Hurricane! You're wide
Soaring
open!
Dragon!
Come on, really?
Let's do our best! Grounding strike! Soaring Dragon!
Up Jade Way! Up Jade Way! Armor crush! Blades of wind! Blast them!
Take that! Devour! Soaring Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent! Take that! Devour!
That all you got?
Finish! Lunar Serpent!
Barrage! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! You dead yet? Hurricane! Hold
Got you! Rolling cycle! Down!
Let's go!
Down!
Hurricane! Flash! Hurricane! Armor crusher! Wind lance!
Got you!
Down.
Armor crusher!
You two are so cool!
Scout.
This Nordal. It looks a lot like Grimoire and Bienfu, but there's something different about it that I can't quite put my finger on.
I agree. Those two are positively gloomy, but this doll seems calming, yet glamorous too.
Like I said, a quiet radiance.
Yeah.
You think so? I think it's more lethargic or absent-minded, like it can't tell what's going on in its head. Either way, I'm 1,000 times cuter than that thing.
What's cute about you? People who keep their faces covered are creepy.
I don't know. There's definitely something off about it. It's charming, but a little ominous. Like I can never entirely be at ease around it, if that makes sense.
You think so? Actually, I think it's cute. It reminds me of a little baby.
You think this looks like a baby?
I remember when my sister was about as small as that doll. She had the tiniest little hands, and she'd try to grip my pinky as best she could.
Really?
I'd take my pinky with her fingers wrapped around it and poke her cheek, and she'd just be all smiles. I swore to myself I'd always do whatever I could to protect her. Once she got a little older and started fixing meals, lots of weird things began to happen around us. Wherever we went, she was in danger. Demons attacked us. A dragon tried to kidnap her. That's when I first realized what it was that I carried. That the cause of all my sister's pain was my blessing, my Reaper's curse.
So, you left her behind and went on your search for a way to break the curse.
Right. And that's when I met Eifried. It was from him that I first heard about the Nordals. He thought the stories about them were all just baseless rumors.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we gather them all. But
What is it?
I think something good will happen once they're all together.
Why do you say that?
Well, because we found this doll, you shared some of your past with us. That makes me kinda happy. So I think we should get the other three, so more happy stuff happens.
Hard to argue with you there.
Let's do our best! Grounding strike! Soaring dragon!
It's the pressure! You're wide open! Hurricane double hit! You're finished!
Got you! Soaring dragon! Grounding strike!
Armor crusher!
Take that! Devour!
Caution!
Take that!
They were nothing.
Right.
Looks like you want to die.
Grounding strike! Here! Take that! Soaring dragon! Take that! Devour! Take that! Prepare! Got you! Blast away the dragon! Got you! Soaring dragon! Finish! Lunar serpent! Inspiration! Grounding strike! Out of my way!
Guys like beguile!
Grounding strike! Take the hammer!
Die!
Take that! Devour! Quantum armor! Got you! Soaring dragon! Finish! Lunar serpent!
Wind lance!
Gaze upon my fiery mirrors! Grounding strike! Soaring dragon!
Let's go!
I'll help you!
Come on, really?
Move it or die.
Grounding strike! Gaze upon my fiery dragon! Grounding strike! Grounding strike! Blade fire! Maelstrom!
Wind lance!
Got you! Got you! Rising falcon!
Too slow!
Grounding
Let's
strike!
go!
Is that all you got? Fire!
Guys like beguile!
Grounding strike! Gaze upon my fiery dragon! Dark storm! Take that! Devour! Away the shadows of darkness! Got you! Soaring dragon! Take the sky! I said! Blade fire! Here! I help you! Take the hurting weight!
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
Proceed! Coiling serpent! Here!
Resurrection!
Here it comes! Here! Spyro! Hail!
Blades of wind!
Come on, really?
Move it or die.
Strike! Soaring Dragon!
Pressure! You're wide open! Burn! No escape!
No mercy!
Wounds that won't heal.
Carve into flesh! Lethal pain! That all you got? Take that! Devour!
How's that?
Soaring Dragon!
Die!
Hit it! You're defenseless!
You're wide open!
Attack!
No escape! You're wide open!
Always be on guard.
Strike! Soaring Dragon!
No escape! No escape!
Take that! Devour! Soaring Dragon! Finish! Lunar Here it comes! Here! Next!
Win life!
Who's next? Shake the heavens!
Die! You're wide open!
Here the sky!
Die!
Soaring Dragon!
Die!
Got you! Down! Brilliant Serpent! Walls of Auburn! Hot Swarm! Next! Got you! Down!
How's that? Let's go!
Brilliant Serpent!
Up!
Walls of Auburn! Devour!
Blades of wind, slice them!
Soaring Dragon!
thrust!
Finish! Legendary!
If you want to live, get...
I can fight too! Soaring Dragon!
You're wide open! Pummel! Windlash!
Brilliant Serpent! Pierce! I'll take that! Devour! Soaring Dragon! Lunar Serpent! Let's go! I'll help you! Crimson Serpent! Twin Whip! Flare Beast!
Skies like
Really
the
on you! Got you! Soaring Dragon!
Illusory veil!
Don't
How's that?
I got you! Soaring Dragon!
Hey, is everyone all right?
Always be on guard.
Soaring Dragon! Take that! Soaring Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent! Here it comes! Surgat! Shadow Flow! Maximum! Here it comes!
Skies like beguile!
Got you! Got you! Soaring! Really take that! Devour! Got you! Soaring Dragon! Blade! Got you! Soaring Dragon! Clear up!
No escape!
Finish! Lunar Serpent! Hot Swarm!
Eat it!
Take that! Devour! Walls of Auburn! Got you! Soaring Dragon!
We're finished here.
Right then, let's finish this.
Got you! Soaring Dragon! Take that! Devour!
Take the sky.
Right there! Soaring Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent! Take that! Devour! No mercy!
You thought I'd stop there?
Annihilating crash! That all you got? Brilliant attack!
Die!
Got you! Soaring Dragon!
Let's go! Die!
Earthquake! Serpent! Take that! Devour! Got you! Soaring Dragon!
You're wide open!
Finish! Lunar Serpent!
Tremble!
Flash through! Maelstrom! Soaring Dragon! I said! That all you got? Blade!
Die!
Maelstrom! Got you! Soaring Dragon! I won't go easy on you!
Where in the world do you hide all of that paper?
Here?
You're fighting the Reaper!
Got you! Soaring Dragon!
Eat it! Blades of wind, slice them! F it up!
Here! Soaring Dragon! Walls of Auburn!
You're wide open! How's that?
Clear way! Invigorate us!
No escape! You're wide open!
Soaring Dragon! Heaven's Wrath! Shield Stigma! Kaleido's Ray! Got you, Dark Dragon!
Blaze of Wind!
Take that! Dark Devour! Whoa there! Clear way! Got you! Soaring Dragon! Heaven's Wrath! Finish! You're defenseless! Zero impact!
You're wide open!
Yes!
Blast Step!
Here goes! Fire! Take that! Devour!
Windlash!
Battle Soaring Dragon! Is that all you got?
Pressure! Die!
Shake the heaven!
You're wide open!
Soaring Dragon! Maelstrom!
You're wide open!
Finish! You're defenseless! Zero impact!
No escape! No escape!
Soaring Dragon!
You're wide open!
Take that! Devour!
Blades of Wind! Slice them!
Got you! Soaring Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent! Down!
Tremble!
Blast them! Rock Sword! I won't believe you!
Let's go! You're wide open! Air thrust!
I refuse to fall here! Food's ready.
Here I come! Got you! Lunar Cycle!
No escape!
Kaleido's Ray!
Here
I come!
Windland! Windland!
Dark and Light!
Hold up!
Turn back!
Die!
Soaring Dragon! Drowning Strike!
No escape! No escape!
Turn back! No escape!
No escape!
Here I come! Here! Spyro! Hail! Rolling Black Quagmire of no escape! Void Mire! Take that! Devour! Shield Stigma! You're the best of heaven! Zero impact! I get fight!
It appears that we're finished here.
How's Medissa been acting?
She's calm. It looks like letting her in on the truth worked as well as we thought it might.
Good. Maybe she'll be easier to control now.
Halt! Who are you?
You're wide open!
Blast away the shadows of Dark Dragon!
Dark despair, kindle a beacon
Fire
of hope!
and wind come! Light it up!
No. I can't die here.
Fire and wind come! Devour! Got you! Sword Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent! Shake the heaven! Take that! Devour! Got you! Sword Dragon! Finish! Lunar Serpent! Fire and wind come! Moonlight Cycle! Buffet and burn! Light heal us! Bakatsu Soaring Dragon! Take that! Devour! Bakatsu Soaring Dragon! Finish! Dio Stigma! Spirit Release! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Binding Order! Are there more? I'll help you! Clear... Running Rock! I will go easy on you! Running Fire and Wind Shield! I did it! Running I'll help you! Gaze upon my fiery mirror! Let's go! Rising Falcon! National
Whew, I thought we were done for.
So, Medissa really is here.
But what's this about the truth and controlling her?
I can break too!
No escape! How's this? How's this? No escape! How's this? Too slow! Blades of wind slice them! Air thrust! Crusher! Let's go! Windlash! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! You dead yet?
Blast away the shadows of darkness! Soaring Dragon! What the hell?
How's that?
Got you! Perfect Lance! Got you! Soaring Dragon! Did I get it? Take that! Devour!
Eat it!
I
How's
will
that?
go easy on you! Lance!
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Food's ready. It's nothing special. You sure you want?
A barrier! She's a Therion!
Third time's the charm, eh, kid?
Yeah.
You're Medissa?
I am. And who might you be?
We're like you. We carry grudges against the Abbey. And Shepherd Artorius.
It's gonna be okay. We came to get you out of here, Medissa.
There's no escape.
What? Please, don't give up. I can—
No, you don't understand. There's no escape for you. If you dare sully Shepherd Artorius' ideals and the light the Abbey shines upon the world, I will kill you all!
Why are you doing this?
She's the Abbey's lackey now.
Way to jinx it, Rokuro.
Here! I did it! You take that! All right! Rolling survey! Shake the heavens! Not yet! Grounded strike! Here! Grounded strike! I'll help you!
They just keep coming.
That snake woman keeps summoning them. If we don't go after her directly, there'll be no end to it.
Your left hand. Don't tell me you're the Calamity.
Why are you doing this, Medissa? Why fight for the Abbey after they forced you to become a Therion?
They didn't. I became one of my own free will.
But your daughter, slain at an exorcist's hands. You must hate the Abbey for that, don't you?
Oh, I feel hate. Toward a world where demons spawn from the people's malevolence.
You know about malevolence?
The exorcist told me the truth. Diana turned into a demon because of the malevolence she radiated. I knew what I had to do. Become a Therion, and devour malevolence so that such a tragedy would never repeat itself. It matters not what dreadful form my body may take. I will revive Enominat and change this wretched world!
If that's how it is, fine. We'll take you by force.
Going to end this! Her death will not be in vain!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Dark and running strike! Soaring dragon! Void fire! Wild Auburn! Rock sword!
Pressure! Skies like beguile!
Grounding strike!
Illusory veil!
Surget!
Skies like beguile!
Grounding strike!
Illusory
Soaring
veil!
dragon!
Blast step!
Grounding strike! The darkness! Grounding strike! Spirit release! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fighting order! Grounding strike down! Shut it down!
Let's go!
I'll help you!
Good.
Earthdrake! No mercy!
Wounds that won't heal.
Carve into flesh! Lick the pain! Dark light! Casting malevolence!
Die!
Geotic lightning! Rain
Die!
down! Right!
thanks!
Eat it! You're wide open! Tremble!
Whirling serpent! Great chain!
Crusher!
Grounding strike!
Shred!
Grounding strike! Soaring dragon! Here, take that! Devour!
Eat it!
Disgusting malevolence! Rising falcon! Finish!
Let's go! Let's go! How's
Take
this?
the sky! Grounding strike! Ice edge! Got you!
Tremble!
Cleansing lance!
Flash step! Not good!
Cleansing lance! Cleansing lance! Rising falcon! Grounding strike! Coiling serpent! Darking serpent! Right here! I'll help you! Grounding strike!
Too slow!
Lightning! Rain down! Heal him! Take that! Shot from! Here! Dragon come! Finish! Rain! Take that! Devour! Grant eternal rest! Finish! How could I be so weak? Disgusting malevolence!
Forget the pain and move!
I can't die here.
Disgraceful! Kneel! I'll belay you! Disgusting malevolence!
I will purify this world.
Yeah, my time to shine.
Going to end this! Her death will not be in vain!
Killing Flash! When I'm this close, I won't miss! Form Zero! Thunder! You're finished!
Let's go! Crusher!
Black Quagmire of no
Hurricane!
escape!
See this? Form 2!
Bleed more!
Hurricane! Hold stop! Double haze!
Dragon!
Hey, double haze! Watch it! Hold stop you! You're finished! Double haze! Deception!
Crusher!
Crusher!
Eat it!
Got you!
See this?
Twin whip!
No escape!
Deception!
Eat it!
No escape! Hurricane! Hurricane!
Yeah!
Hurricane!
Armor Crusher! Deception!
Deception!
Let's go!
Spirit's release! You wronged me! Here's your justice! Binding order! Yeah! Grounding strike!
Good.
See this?
Disgusting
Hold stop!
malevolence!
See this? Armor Crusher!
I'll help you! Twin whip! She used stigma! She used stigma! Twin whip!
Deception!
She used stigma!
Deception!
Disgusting
Double
malevolence!
haze!
Twin whip! Whirling cyclone! Twin
Wind
whip!
chills them to the bone! Too
She
slow!
used stigma!
Blades of wind slice!
No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Cause them to flash! Lethal pain!
Blades of wind slice them! Not good.
Shadows of darkness! Blessed drop! Orgoro!
I'm in your debt!
Lydia!
See this? See this?
Sword dragon! Heaven trap! Crushing weight! Quagmire, no escape! Void fire!
No escape! Skies like beguile!
Grounding strike! Malevolence!
Crusher!
I'll help
Skies
you!
like beguile!
Grounding strike!
Illusory veil!
Dragon!
Wind like
Use stigma!
Die! How's that?
Soaring
No
dragon!
escape!
See this?
Take that! Devour!
Eat it! You're wide open!
Soaring dragon!
Die!
Finish!
See this?
Tremble! No escape!
Fertile Blue!
Hold out! Crusher!
Form
Twin
2!
whip!
Hurricane!
Double haze!
I'll help you!
No
Take
escape!
that! Devour!
Too slow!
Soaring dragon! I will do no mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Cause them to flesh! Lethal pain! Out of my way! Quagmire, no escape! Void mire!
Slice them!
It's over. Curse you, Lord of Calamity.
Lord of Calamity?
That's the name of the demon lord who will bring about the Age of Chaos. The unrepentant embodiment of malevolence, whose blind pursuit of self-gratification will rain destruction upon the world. The irredeemable, uncontrollable personification of human sins. An evil like you!
Demon, Therion, Lord of Calamity. Call me whatever you like. But if I'm the supposed Lord of Demons, then you're just a minion to be used as I please. Nothing more.
No, I refuse. What happened to my Diana was my fault. That's why I will fight you until my dying breath!
Stop!
Don't get in my way!
No! Enough mothers have died. I won't let you join them! Eleanor and Kamawana, they both lost their mothers too. It's a terrible thing.
Kamawana?
A little girl that the Abbey forcefully made into a Therion. Her mother tried to save her, but she failed. All she could do was to offer her own life to fill her child's empty stomach.
Kamawana's been crying ever since. She misses her mother. If you die here, I can only imagine how sad that would make your Diana.
Diana!
You don't need me anymore, Mom. I get it. You love this new dad more than your own daughter!
No, honey. I did it for you. But you really thought I stopped loving you. And the malevolence made you into a demon. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Diana.
Medissa.
She'll be all right. She's just unconscious.
Let's grab her and haul her back.
I'll place her under a binding art, just in case.
Gotta hand it to the Abbey. Very resourceful, taking advantage of Medissa's regrets like that. Making her into a Therion who would do their bidding.
It's just so cruel.
Who cares? Reason above all, no?
It's true. The way I feel goes against all reason. There's no telling what'll happen to Helives once we take Medissa out of here. And yet I'm doing exactly that, all on account of my own hang-ups. Even crushing Medissa's honest resolve.
According to reason, malevolence is the fault of the individual. You assume no responsibility or guilt for what happens to them.
I refuse to turn a blind eye to the consequences of my actions. I chose this path to seek the truth, not to deny it. If I'm to betray reason, then that is the very least I should do.
You're too much, you know that? You and Medissa both. Quit overthinking things. Just blame all the suffering on the Lord of Calamity. Makes life easier.
Velvet,
I'm not trying to cheer you up. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. Whatever's coming, I can handle it.
Scout.
I'll end this quickly.
I'll stop! You're wide open! No escape! Take that! Devour! Jade Wave! Soaring Dragon! Twin Whip! Soaring Dragon! You're wide open! Take that! Devour! Soaring Dragon!
We're finished here. Let's go.